because life does not teach him anything and he made his son suffer. The man began to ask for forgiveness. The brown-haired man covered his eyes with his hand. Clutching the bedclothes with his hand, he, trembling, told his father that he had succeeded. Starting to cry, he asked for forgiveness for not being able to help. The protagonist clenched his teeth tightly. Then he pressed his face into the pillow. Xavier stood at his door, hearing sobs. Lloyd cried bitterly. The knight closed his eyes. Starting to walk along the corridors, he mentally told him to cry as much as his heart desires, because he has many reasons for that. A couple of days later, the townspeople smiled joyfully, wishing long life to the young master. They raised their hands of faith, asking him to look at them. Lloyd walked with his knight. Looking at the townspeople with displeasure, he noted that they were too noisy and asked them to stop. The guy glanced at the fair-haired man when he asked him to try to enjoy this moment at least a little. He asked him why. Looking at the happy locals, Xavier said that all these people could not smile so widely if it were not for him. The brown-haired man turned away from him and asked, didn't he say earlier that it should eat and live for a very long time? Bayern ran out to him, raising the alarm. He asked him what happened. The man, breathing heavily, said that a very large number of people were moving from the south. The main character, looking at him with puzzled eyes, asked if they were enemies. Bayern replied that he was not quite sure, but from what the soldiers said, they looked like refugees. Many people in rags were walking along the path. There was a blue sky above the city. Lloyd went out to the refugees, and the man asked if he was the owner of these lands. He answered with narrowed eyes that he was his son, and then asked who they were. The man bowed his head and said that they came from the south, and that they were Baron Sortino's people. He said that his name was Nicholas, and he was the head of the village of Ansorti. The guy listened with gloomy eyes to his words that his father was the village elder, and he ordered them to leave. The brown-haired man turned his attention to the old people and the woman with the child. He also saw that a board was tied to Nicholas's leg instead of a shoe. The man said that his father defended their lands together with the Baron and died doing his duty. At